Hello, friends. I'm Paresh Karia. I am CEO of Acquest Advisors. We are an immigration advisory firm based out of BKC, Mumbai. We specialize in immigration by investment and business immigration to Canada, USA, UK, and Europe. We have been providing this immigration services for some time now and have hands-on experience on various aspects like legal, documentation, investments, banking, remittance, taxation, etc. Now, friends, of late we have seen that there is a sudden increase in the number of inquiries for immigration. We have been receiving inquiries from all over the country, right from Punjab to Kerala and from Gujarat to Odisha. Some of you have been studying the immigration programs and options for quite some time now and have a fairly good knowledge, while many of you have just started looking at these options, are still in the process of knowing more. However, one thing I have noticed is that there is still a confusion among a lot of people between residency and passport. Most of the people consider the two things to be the same. We get inquiries, people saying that I want a second citizenship, I want a second passport, I want permanent residency, and these terms are used interchangeably. However, one should note that both permanent residency and citizenship are two distinct things. While there are some things which are common between the two, like for example, the benefits that you get are more or less common. However, there are some fundamental differences between both these concepts. So in this video, I will try to explain to you what is permanent residency, what is the citizenship, what are the similarities between two, and what are the differences between the two. Little bit about myself. I'm a chartered accountant and I have been a banker. I have over 20 years of experience in the areas of investment advisory, private banking, real estate, and immigration. So let us look at what are the differences. So let us look at the basic question: what is permanent residency and what is citizenship? Now, permanent residency means you have a right to reside permanently in a particular country while being a citizen of your home country. So, for example, if you have a US green card, then you can continue to live permanently in US even though you have an Indian passport. A citizenship, on the other hand, means that you are a citizen or a passport holder of a particular country, irrespective of whether you are staying in that country or some other country. So, for example, if you have an Indian passport and you have a US green card, then you can live in US and still maintain Indian citizenship. Let us look at what are the benefits and the rights associated with each of these. Most of you would be looking at a permanent residency or citizenship because you do want to enjoy certain rights. Like you want to live in a particular country, you want to work in that country, your children want to study in that country, you want to do business over there, and you want to enjoy other benefits like, education benefits, healthcare benefits, social security, retirement benefit, etc. So with permanent residency, most of the countries you get these benefits. With citizenship, in addition to these benefits, you get some more benefits, which are you get a right to vote in that particular country, you get a right to run for a public office in that particular country, and you also get, with the passport of that country, you get a right to visa-free travels to all the countries which that passport is entitled to. Let us see how one can get permanent residency or citizenship. The most popular route up to now has been family sponsorship. For example, if your parents or brother or sister are US citizen, then they could sponsor you for permanent residency. However, this route is nowadays taking very long. In case of US, you will have to wait for maybe 20 years or more to get PR through this route. The other way of getting permanent residency is through work permit. So if you get a work permit and you move to a particular country like Canada or UK, and you live there, you work there for a certain number of years, then you will become eligible for permanent residency. The other route, again, which is now getting popular, is business immigration. For example, countries like US, UK, Canada offer you this option where you can move and set up a business over there, and thereafter, living for certain years, you could become eligible for citizenship, for PR. And the more other route, which is getting very, very popular nowadays, is permanent residency through investment. So under this route, you can invest in a particular country, either in a property or in a business or in bonds, etc., and you get permanent residency. So when it comes to citizenship, if you are born in a particular country, then you automatically become a citizen of that country. Or if your parents or grandparents are born in that country, then you can also become citizen of that country. The other popular route is after permanent residency. So if you are a permanent citizen of a particular country, then after living in that country for a certain number of years, you become eligible for apply for the citizenship of that country. And the other route, which is very popular nowadays, is citizenship through investment, under which you can invest in a particular country and get the citizenship or passport. We'll be talking more in detail about these options in the subsequent slides. Let's look at the timeline for getting permanent residency and citizenship. So permanent residency, it usually takes anywhere from 6 months to more than 3 years to get a PR of a particular country. For example, in the case of Canada, it could take you 6 months up to 5 years to get PR. In case of US, if you go through the EB5 visa program, then it could take you about 2 years. As of now, how this period keeps on varying, depending upon how many people are applying for it. And if you apply in a certain type of projects, then it is possible for you to get PR even within 6 months. When it comes to Europe, Portugal is the most popular program, and you can get the residency within 6 months to a year's time. Comes to citizenship, if you want to acquire a passport directly through investment, then it could take you anywhere from 3 months to 3 years. The fastest are the passports of the Caribbean countries like Grenada, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Kitts, etc. And if you're looking at a passport of a European country, then Malta is one of the few countries which offers citizenship by investment currently. And it could take you anywhere from 1 year to 3 years to acquire citizenship through this route, depending upon how much money you are willing to pay. When it comes to acquiring citizenship after PR, that means you are a permanent resident of a particularly, and thereafter you want to become a citizen of that country, then it could take you anywhere from 3 years to 5 years. For example, in case of Canada, after getting permanent residency, if you stay in Canada for 10595 days in total, then thereafter you can apply for citizenship. When it comes to US, you can apply for citizenship after 5 years of permanent residency, subject to meeting certain state conditions. And when it comes to Portugal, this is the easiest. Over here, you can apply for citizenship after 5 years of permanent residency. However, during this 5 years of permanent residency, you don't need to live in Portugal continuously. You need to spend only 7 days in a year in Portugal. That's why this program is very popular. Now, let us look at what is the validity of permanent residency and citizenship. While permanent residency means you can reside in a country permanently, however, you have to meet certain conditions with regard to stay. You need to live in that country for a certain number of days in order to become eligible to continue staying there. So, for example, in case of Canada, once you have acquired permanent residency, you need to stay there for a minimum number of 730 days during a period of 5 years, after which you can renew your permanent residency. Similarly, in case of US, after 5 years, when you go for your renewal of green card, you should have stayed in US at least for 2.5 years. When it comes to Portugal, like we said, this is the easiest way of maintaining residency. All you need to do is spend 7 days in a year for a period of 5 years, and you become eligible for citizenship. When it comes to citizenship or passport, that is valid for a lifetime. There is no need for renewal, and you need not stay in that particular country after acquiring a passport. For instance, if you get a passport of, let's say, US, and you continue living in India, you will still can continue to hold a US passport and be a citizen of US. Now, let us look at some of the popular residency and citizenship programs. On the permanent residency side, the most popular program has been the US EB5 visa, where you can invest 900,000 US dollars and get a green card for your family. The other popular program has been from Canada, the Quebec Investor Program, under which you need to make an investment of 1.2 million Canadian dollars, which is roughly 7.2 crores. Now, this program has been suspended for the time being up to April 23. When it comes to Europe, the Golden Visa program is quite popular, and some of the popular programs within Golden Visa are the Portugal Golden Visa, whereby you can get a residency permit through investment of 280,000 euros in a property. Similarly, Greece has a program where you need to invest 250,000 euros, and Spain has a program where you need to invest 500,000 euros in property. UK also offers permanent residency through investment. However, this is the most expensive program. You need to invest 2 million pounds, which is almost 20 crores. Ireland also has a program. Ireland, as you know, is now a part of the European Union, and you need to make an investment of 1 million euros in order to get permanent residency. When it comes to citizenship through investment, you have Caribbean countries like Grenada, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Kitts, etc., which offer their passports in return for a donation of 150,000 or more, or real estate investment of $220,000. The other popular citizenship program is that from Malta. Malta is the only European Union country which offers citizenship by investments. They have recently changed the program. You can get a citizenship within 1 year if you make a donation or a contribution of 750,000 euros. Another European countries whose citizenship by investment program is getting popular is Montenegro. Now, Montenegro is a small, East European country which has recently launched its program. You can get the citizenship through a donation of 100,000 euros and an investment of 250,000 or 450,000 euros, depending upon the location of the property. I hope you found this video useful. Like this video and share it with your friends and relatives. I would also request you to kindly subscribe to our channel so that you can get a notification whenever we upload a new video. So we have been getting a lot of queries from our viewers who have been asking whether they can acquire a second citizenship or a passport, whether they can retain Indian passport after acquiring a foreign permanent residency or citizenship. What do they have to give up the Indian passport after acquiring foreign passport? Will they lose any benefits or rights to India if they give up Indian citizenship? What are the tax implications of taking up a second passport or a residency, and so on and so forth. So we'll try to address all these questions in our next video. Stay safe and all the best.